What is up, YouTube? This is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest, coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. It is Tuesday, March 6th, 2018. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you're a regular, welcome back. As always, if you like what you see, every like, share, and subscribe is always appreciated. It helps us grow the online community for Marvel Puzzle Quest here on YouTube and helps me reach other questers just like yourself. So today's video is like third video in like less than a week, so it's actually really above average for what I normally post, but there's lots going on this week between roster update, Crash the Titans. Now we have Strange Sights, which is one of my favorite events personally from PvE side of things. So this is a Doctor Strange based event. If you haven't seen the movie, obviously, or read any of the comics, highly recommend. Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch plays him in the movie, one of my favorite actors. Anyways, that's neither here nor there for the purpose of this game, but I decided to go with the hand event first from this one. As you can see, I made my way through the progression. Haven't done any of the required character nodes yet, but I'm going to do that probably after this video, just because for timing purposes. Got a couple hours left, want to make the most of this. So what happens is you pick a door to go through. Each day you get one door. You can't go back into a door once you've completed that day, and then you have to make your way through the progression of the story along the little white line there to this little check mark in the final event. Once you do that, you go back over to the main page for the event here, and it unlocks this boss fight. This boss fight, if you've never played this event before, is Kaecilius. He is the one of the characters from the movie. And one of Doctor Strange's nemesis in the comic books, and his abilities are unique in he's not a character that you can play in the game. Very similar to Galactus or Ultron, they are major bosses, however, in certain PvE events. However, they're not playable characters that you can get. So really unique interaction with these villains. I would like to see more villains in the game, and I know a lot of people in the community would agree that there's too many heroes and not enough balance between villains and heroes as far as attainable characters. So even though these characters are in the game, technically they're not playable. So would be nice to see something available from Marvel Puzzle Quest or D3 Go to create some more villains in the game. Please pick. There's so many villains that could be in this game or who are part of the game and not playable. But anyways, his abilities are purple, black, and blue. We'll get to those in just a moment. This is the team that I would like to use for this. These are all 4-star characters. Champions that I have, Totally Awesome Hulk, Luke Cage Power Man, and Inhuman Queen Medusa. So Medusa I run at a 5-5-3 normally, but for purposes of this, we are going to switch Hair Metal up to 5 and Entanglement down to 3. Reason for that being, well, once we get to Kaecilius abilities, this is going to make more sense, that she swaps 16 pairs of tiles and increases their strength up by 461. Entanglement creates attack tiles, but it's not going to be effective against him. You can't deal damage in that way. And then Resolute Queen at level 5, if you match friendly tiles, is going to give you a health boost. If it's an enemy, special tile, gain AP in purple, blue, or green. Luke Cage Power Man. He is at 5-3-5 build. And what I want to do is actually take this one up to level 5, and we're going to go with, I think we'll knock yellow down to 3. I guess it's not going to matter here. Let's actually leave yellow because it does 4 to 5. We're going to take red down. Bunch of Fiddle Faddle normally does a ton of damage. I love this ability. It deals a lot of damage anyways, and then if there's not any enemy special tiles on the board, the damage increases significantly up to, at this level, 14,561. Ton of damage, usually enough to one-shot or deal a lot of damage to basically anybody on the PvE side of things, depending on what shield clearance level you're playing at. And Totally Awesome Hulk. I have a 5-5-3 build. I'm going to leave that there for the time being. This destroys a 3x3 block of tiles, which you can pick. If you have an extra up to 12 blue AP, deals extra damage. That part really doesn't matter, but it will otherwise destroy 7 random basic tiles, which do not deal damage or generate AP. But what's important is that you can create a board shuffle using this ability. So you can pick which 3x3 to destroy. The damage isn't going to be that important, but you will be able to destroy other random basic tiles, hopefully to get to the enemy special tiles and destroy them, which we'll get to. See the math of it. Its passive ability is blue. This creates a 3-turn blue countdown tile, which normally deals damage, and at level 5 is going to convert 4 random basic tiles to green. That actually is any level above 1 will be 4 tiles, with just the damage would change. And then Hot Dog Stand is a healing ability and also converts 4 blue or green basic tiles to charged. This is 6 charged tiles at level 5, but we're more interested in these guys here. So let's run that the way it's built, and remind me to change these back, because normally these are not my typical builds except for Totally Awesome Hulk. So Kaecilius, he's a 1-star character. Why he's only 1 star, I'm not sure, because his abilities make him seem more like a 4 or a 5-star, certainly. He's got almost 19,000 health. His abilities are for purple. It's a passive, creating a strength 126 strike tile each turn. Forbidden Power for 15 black AP deals 4203 damage to the enemy team, plus 841 for each friendly strike tile on the board. And then his Invincible ability, his blue is a passive again, prevents all damage dealt by enemies to Kaecilius, so no match damage, no ability damage. However, when one of Kaecilius' strike tiles is matched, deals 3363 damage to him instead, and he cannot be stunned or sent airborne, much like Galactus again or Ultron in these type of events, or Iron Man or Captain America, depending on which Civil War team you play on. So that's a pretty common boss feature. But he doesn't have any true offensive abilities except for that Forbidden Power. And so if we can prevent him from getting black, great. If we can match away those strike tiles, it's going to deal damage to him at 3363 per turn. That should only take about, 6 matches or so, 5 matches in order to take him out. So let's see if we can get that done. Alright, a little bit of back and forth banter, and then back to the action. So defeat Kaecilius, his dark magic protects him, destroys strike tiles, everything we just talked about. Do that thing. So this is a 3v1 fight, but again it's a little bit skewed because you can't deal damage otherwise. So we're shooting for purples and greens primarily, in order to get those board shuffle abilities. And then, oh, you turd. Okay, so we're going to do this instead. And because his abilities are passive, for the most part, he's not getting Luke Cage's ability to trigger. But if he ever uses his black ability, it will trigger, which is going to decrease these. Actually, I think we put it to where it would remove it completely off the board, which is great. So there's another match there, and we gain AP with Medusa's ability. Alright, so now what we're going to do is put this here, and let's get these guys both together down here. So the tiles must be matched, as you saw there. In order to deal damage, they can't be destroyed by any other means, like this. And then there goes that damage to Kaecilius. Alright, guess we're going to do this. And then again, instead of taking this match 4, which I normally would, we're focusing on getting rid of these strike tiles, so we're going to take that there. Whittling him down. 2 more matches is all it's going to take. Alright, we just got to find good matches somewhere. Let's go here. And if he matches it, it does still do that damage, so he can be tricked into making some match 4s or something like that, like what you just saw there. Not that I set that up, it was a board shuffle, or the tiles dropping in that way. But we're able to complete that event, get the bonus points. Oh, so close, 40 points away from bullseye. Alright, but I'm going to get that in a minute here. So we got 3500 ISO. You can only complete the boss fight once. As you can see, it is grayed out. It is mission completed. You get that check mark on the rewards, and you cannot re-enter that. So once you beat him, you get that 3500 ISO, which is pretty big for a one fight, but that is that. So then we can go back over here and still complete these other nodes. Even though that boss fight is done, this door is still open for another hour and 40 minutes, which I'm going to go ahead and get to. But that's pretty standard PvE matchups. I highly recommend Doctor Strange for this event because of the mindless ones, the gray or black rock looking creatures with the one eye. They use their abilities very frequently, and Doctor Strange just whittles them out. Boom, boom, boom. My 5-star Doctor Strange is not really well covered. He's at a 504 build, so he doesn't deal a whole lot of damage with his yellow. His blue is pretty awesome though, but his 3-star version is much stronger, surprisingly, in this event because he's at 266. He's actually higher than that 255, and as you can see, this deals a lot more damage here and heals the enemy, heals the friendly team. His blue can stun for 3 turns at level 5 here, and it also drains enemy AP and deals damage per turn. One team I do like, well, we'll get into this, so I might as well just do this event here. Nexus, 3 waves. This is a little bonus since we're talking about it. While this team is great for Kaecilius, the team that I just used to get to that doorway and really enjoyed using, had a good time with it, was 4-star Blade, 3-star Doctor Strange, and 4-star Vulture. So we got 2 4-stars and a 3-star here. When Vulture goes airborne, he's generating a lot of blue and green, and as well as some red AP and black with his circling prey here. At level 5, this goes up a little bit more. And actually, we're going to drop his blue down because we're going to focus on Doctor Strange's blue instead, because his green does team damage, his green does team damage, and his blue creates a stun and drains AP, which is more important than what he's doing. Getting rid of those special tiles. He has a purple which does the same thing. His red is going to generate damage once it's more than 9, of course at the cost of 1 per turn. But with circling prey, you're getting an extra red AP for every turn that Vulture is in the air, and so that's going to reset Blade's damage counter, or his AP stash, which continues that damage even a little bit longer. This is great for waves, because as soon as you stack up enough red AP, Blade is just going to start going off on people, get a few black, get Vulture airborne, get some more blue AP. Doctor Strange is going to go to town with his abilities. So let's do this. None of these guys make matches, so we're going to try to get this protect tile out of the way first. Like that, and now everything else is going to deal more damage until another protect tile is created. Alright, where are we at here? Take that. And then each of Blade's strike tiles here, as you can see, are increasing Doctor Strange's damage every time the enemy uses an ability, which is amazing. We'll take that yellow, even though it's passive. It's a lot of extra damage. Okay. Alright. I think we'll start taking these black tiles here. Alright, and then as you can see very quickly, this is going to swing the match in our favor. So let's go with these blue here. And then one more round of that should do the trick, so we're just going to go for the blue. Taking a little bit of damage, but let's see if we can get rid of that guy. As you can see, with each match we're doing over 2600 damage. He does have that passive strike tile or attack tile dealing 1133, which is annoying, but we're going to do this. Anytime you can end a wave on a critical, it's going to give you a free turn. So in the next round, instead of the enemy getting the first match because you just had a turn, it actually allows for you to have initiative first, which is very useful. So let's do this. And between Doctor Strange's passive and those strike tiles adding up damage, and then once you get enough red, Blade is going to start dealing his damage. It's going to be just absolutely crazy. If we even get enough red for Blade to start triggering, which I haven't seen yet, but let's do this. Alright, so we're already through 2 waves. This is wave number 3. Final round, 3 enemies. Alright, so what we're going to do is get Vulture Airborne, and he's also going to trigger this hybrid tech slicer because he has more than 10 blue AP. And get rid of 3 of those tiles there. Alright, so he's airborne. We're going to use Doctor Strange's purple to get rid of 2 more of those special tiles. We can do this. So now we're down to just 3 strike tiles, lessening the damage significantly from those turn to smoke abilities. And there goes Blade finally. And then, yeah, let's do this. If we have 7 or more red AP, he's going to heal himself. So even though it's team damage truly for that ability, we're using it for the heal. And then, as you can see, we got that extra AP. Even though he used it, we got it back. So it ended with 9 red. And there's that. So a little bit of damage taken. I can probably run that entire round again without getting another health pack used. You know, obviously going to get less points now that it's been, ran through a couple times. But that is still a really great team for these wave-based events. I like it a lot, and hopefully if you have these characters, you can try it and be successful with it as well. If you have another team up that has been successful for you, let us know in the comment section down below. That's going to be it for this video, so you can subscribe to this channel and click that notification bell if you haven't done so already to get instant YouTube notifications when videos like this get posted. You can follow me on Twitter for more Marvel Puzzle Quest news and updates as they release them. I retweet everything that they put out. And don't forget to check out my buddies Artum and JonEl Media, as well as KillPower, who post on YouTube, and KillPower plays on Twitch regularly. So you can definitely get more gameplay footage and some more tips and tricks from these guys. Artum and JonEl are in my alliance as well, so they're really great guys, and I support what they do. They support what we do here on this channel, and that's what really being in a good alliance means. You should support each other and your teammates. So thanks guys for everything, and hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, this has been Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest. Keep on questing, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great night, everybody. Good luck in the event.